Access to the Appilistic Database is controlled by passwords and permission settings. Passwords control entry into the database. Only the names of individuals with a valid database password will appear on the Login pull-down menu. Permissions control where the individual can go and what they can do once they've entered the database. Every individual referenced by the database, including the users, must have a personal folder. In addition to an individual's name, contact information, and other relevant personal information, many personal folders also include a Permissions tab, where passwords can be created and permissions can be set for the individual named in the folder. While it is possible to create a large number of database users, facility policy should generally restrict who is eligible for database access. The tasks those individuals will be responsible to perform, and the training required. When a personal folder is created for a new staff, the individual is automatically granted access to the database. They are assigned the default staff password and staff-level permissions. Note, the new staff user should change their password on first use to maintain the security of the database. If desired, the database has the ability to establish consumers, often called members, and many other individuals affiliated with your clubhouse or facility as users. However, a password and permissions must be created manually for these individuals. This can only be done inside their personal folder on the Permissions tab. Do not create general logins for use by multiple people. This defeats the built-in login tracking that allows the administrator to determine who is accessing the database. To remove an individual's access to the database, you need only remove their password. This can be accomplished by the individual themselves or by an admin-level user. Simply change the user's password to an empty, zero-length string. Doing so will automatically remove the individual from the Login pull-down menu, and database entry will no longer be possible. And now you can see that Tommy Chan is no longer listed in the Login pull-down menu. There are 4 permission levels available in the Appilistic Database: consumer or member level, workers, staff, and admin levels. The consumer level is designed to give individuals access only to their own personal folder and goals. The worker level is for trained workers who are often consumers. They can be given limited access to assist in entry of attendance, supports, and employment data. Staff-level permissions are designed to enable access to all functional areas of the database, excluding configuration. And finally, the admin level gives access to all areas of the database, including configuration. When a permissions level is initially selected, the individual is granted all access available at that level. However, specific permissions may be removed to fine-tune the individual's database access. For example, a worker trained only in attendance data entry can be restricted from entering the supports and employment areas until further training is conducted. It is not possible to add specific permissions that exceed those granted when the established permission level was selected. Please note that permission levels can be changed only by an administrator. Most passwords can be changed by the user themselves or by a staff. This is done on the Permissions tab of the database. When requested for the current user's password, enter the password of the individual that is currently logged into the database, not the password of the individual named in the personal folder that you're currently viewing, unless that is the person that is logged in. Staff passwords can only be changed by the staff user themselves or by an administrator. Finally, the database has a built-in access tracking system. Tracking data, available only to administrative users, can be viewed from the Security Configuration area of the Configuration module. By default, the database tracks logins to the database. In addition to the username being utilized for the login, the date, time, and ID of the computer being utilized are recorded. A more detailed level of tracking is available for HIPAA compliance. However, once activated, this more detailed level of tracking can only be deactivated by Appilistic.